Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Pan the Organizer. Today we're talking about automotive glass, more specifically, two new automotive glass cleaners. Why do we say automotive? Well, first of all, because they do not contain any ammonia. And ammonia can be dangerous if you have, for example, tinted windows, so that tinted film on the inside of the vehicle, ammonia can attack and degrade that. So you want to use ammonia-free glass cleaners, and the automotive ones usually are free of that. By the way, don't worry, I'll include the links to all the tools, products, and equipment in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. So all you have to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So in the past years on my channel, you've seen many glass cleaners, of course, tested, and I reviewed many of them. I even had a glass cleaner battle video, and well, through those years, two really stood out. So the first one, for its value, that can be found typically anywhere from 5 to 7 USD, is the Stoner Invisible Glass. I love this. It is inexpensive. It lasts a long time. I like the aerosol version, by the way, which is this one. You can use it in the interior of your home as well, on chrome, mirrors, all sorts of stuff. It flashes off nicely. You can use it in direct sunlight. It will not streak, and it just works super well. And as the name states, invisible glass. So tremendous value for money. Now, on the more expensive side, but this is a hammer. When you need something like a sledgehammer to clean, for example, film buildup that might be on the interior of your windshield, you can use dishwashing liquid. I have a full tutorial on that, but just a traditional glass cleaner, for example, the Stoner Invisible Glass, is not enough to remove that film accumulation on the interior, because that comes from the off-gassing of the materials. So your vinyl, your rubber, your plastics, your leathers, all those materials, well, they evaporate some chemicals over time, and that leads to a buildup. You can see that especially in nighttime when you drive in inclement weather, when it's raining, for example, or it's kind of foggy, it creates this haze right inside. So dishwashing liquid can get rid of that. I have a full tutorial if you want to check that out. And then you finish with a glass cleaner. But the guys like these, so Bilt Hamber Traceless glass cleaner. This one here is a sledgehammer once again, because it can remove that film on its own, super powerful. It also has super wetting agents. That means when you spray it on, it clings to the surface and will stay there for a long time. But this is on the more expensive side of the scale, in the 20 bucks here in North America, USD. So this one here is a 1 liter capacity. So you do get more for your money, but it is on the pricier side. However, performance-wise, it's amazing. It can remove things like those dealership marker marks, right? The permanent marker stains, if you have that, any chalky material, basically whatever you need to get stuff off the glass, it works super well. But today we're talking about two new contenders. The first one being the Detail Co. glass cleaner. This is a collaboration between Detail Co. The owners are Jamie the cleaner and Eddie Cologne from EC Details, both their YouTube channels. They combined their powers and they started the House of Rags. So they're a distributor of my own Clean by Pan the Organizer products, but they also have their Detail Co. line. So this product here is a 19-ounce spray bottle. So it comes in an aerosol form, which I really like, has high cling time. They promise great cleaning capabilities as well. So just like the Traceless from Bilt Hamber, this can remove permanent marker marks. And the collaboration with Stoner is, well, they were established as a great glass cleaner company, right? Keep in mind, they created the invisible glass. So the collaboration was to come out with a sledgehammer when you need it. So this is not a thing that you would necessarily use, although you can, for every just regular cleanings, because this is a heavier duty, although it's still ammonia-free, safe on tinted glass. So it has a foaming capability because there's detergents and solvents in there as well. So it's just not alcohol alone, like some other glass cleaners. This one here has a lot of stuff in it as far as technology is concerned, and it does a great job. We're going to do a demo on the glass, both inside and out, by the way, so stay tuned for that. But it works quite well. It's made for professionals as well and DIYers, but for pros, you can work outside in direct sunlight, and this will not streak or stain the glass. And then the other contender is Nitido. A lot of you guys asked that I look into this. So Labocosmetica, as you guys know, they make fantastic products. They're from Italy, so European based. And this Nitido, tremendous glass cleaner. Now, this one might not be as strong as the Bilt Hamber Traceless or the Detail Co. Collaboration with the Stoner Car Care, so their glass cleaner. However, it is very effective. It is almost gel-like, so it has high cling time. The cool thing about this, it has dual kind of temperature use. So they made this to be able to use in cold temperatures or in hot temperatures. In cold temperatures, it's going to evaporate more quickly, and in warm temperatures or on a warm surface, it's going to evaporate evaporate more slowly, giving you more working time. So that's pretty awesome. You can also use this in direct sunlight. It's also ammonia free, so no problems with that. It also has anti-static properties. So I don't live in an area where I have dust issues, but if that's a thing for you and you're done cleaning your glass on the exterior, obviously, and you live in a dusty area, this should help to fight off a bit of that dust accumulation. So anti-static properties or dust free kind of properties inside there. So they both have exceptional cleaning power, and they both work super well. We're going to use today this new reacher tool by Autofiber. So it comes in a kit. You get 3 of these kind of toppers there, or these bonnets, should I say. So on the front, you get twisted loop on one side of the kind of microfiber here that you have. And in the back, you have more of a traditional waffle weave. So you do the cleaning with the twist loop in the front and then flip to the other side for that kind of streak-free final buff. And this reach tool has a thing that is angled, so very nifty tool with kind of this pointy thing, and it acts like a pocket, right? So you would put that onto your tool, whichever side you want to use, the waffle or the twisted loop, and then it pivots and it swivels and it allows you to get into the corner. So we're going to use this for the interior cleaning of the glass. So I know you guys are excited to see the demo. Obviously, always wash your car before. So wash and dry the vehicle. The surface should be as clean as possible. You don't use a glass cleaner on a dirty surface. That's not the point. We call them glass cleaners, but in reality, in the auto detailing industry, we call them glass finishers because they're made for that final touch. On the interior, of course, you can use them like the traceless, this one in the Nitido, or even the invisible glass to clean the interior if you want to. But on the outside, make sure your vehicle is clean, cool to the touch, and ready to go. So let's do the demo. All right, let's first start with Detail Co. Glass Cleaner. So we're gonna do one half of this section, both outside and inside, and then on the other side, we're going to do the Labocosmetica Nitido. So we have a waffle weave glass towel. We're gonna use one clean and dry side. Always shake your chemicals up first. And I'm not gonna lift the wiper arms because this wouldn't be as nice on camera and it's gonna prevent you from seeing. But so let's spray, get that towel. And just so you see the kind of spray pattern that it does, look at this foaming, clinging type thing here. So it gives you a great working time. This again is more of a sledgehammer type thing. And by the way, both of these glass cleaners say that they're safe on a glass sealant. So this windshield is coated with a ceramic coating. So we're going to see at the end, we're going to do a water hydrophobics test, and hopefully they did not kill the ceramic coating that's on the glass. So as you can tell, very, very good working time. You flip your towel to a clean and dry side, and this evaporates to a clean surface. Obviously, we still have the interior to do, so we're going to keep that as well for the second portion of the test, again to remove that film accumulation. But yeah, no problem here. This does a great job for a crystal clear finish. All right, we flipped our towel now to this new exposed fresh side, and on here we're going to be using the Labocosmetica Nitido. So again, shake your chemicals well. You can prime your towel, and then we're going to douse this on the surface. So both products have very, very good clinging. This one here is non-foaming, as you can tell here on the surface. So let's start cleaning. It's more of a kind of gel type, not very, very thick. It's still liquidy, obviously, but the clinging on both is good, and it allows you enough working time. So both of these products are good for that. You don't want them to flash off on you too quickly when you're cleaning the glass, because then you're not as effective, right? So there we go. So no problems with either or in cleaning the glass. Look at that. And you buff off to a streak-free shine. And there we go, effortless. So under the towel, both were gliding very, very nicely, and they worked super well. So now let's test for the hydrophobic properties. So we have a bit of water here in this IK Multi Pro 2 sprayer, and let's go ahead and check that out. Yep, on both sides. So we're still getting the tremendous beating. So none of them killed the coating, so that's good. They did as promised, because sometimes you have super harsh chemicals, you don't know what they're doing on the surface. And now if we're trying to flood So let's see here. We get quick water evaporation and beautiful. I never get tired of this, right? All those water beads and they're sliding off. So I just love a good glass coating or a glass sealant. It really helps to increase the clarity and visibility. So on the other side here, the same thing. We're getting the beautiful water droplets, that gorgeous water evacuation. And when you get tons of saturation there, the water just flies off. So great job on both sides. Absolutely no worries there. And yeah, they worked as promised. And this should be very, very easy to dry off as well. So you can either use a blower, or in this case, I can use the goat drying towel. This is by the House of Rags, microfiber drying towel. It absorbs so much. We finished cleaning the vehicle beforehand. All right, for the interior portion now, we're going to take the Detail Co. glass cleaner. We're going to take the Reacher tool by Autofiber, and we're going to spray some of that glass cleaner on there. I prefer on the applicator itself, or on the microfiber applicator, compared to on the glass, because you're not having to deal with overspray, right? So this tool allows you to get into those corners, and there's so much lubrication with this glass cleaner that it cleans the glass effortlessly. So we're going to do one half here. There was kind of a film buildup over time because it's been a while since we did the interior of this glass here. So this cuts through that very, very effortlessly. So that is awesome to see. So clean the glass, you get some long working time. I'm going to bring you in for a close-up at the end so we can have a look at the clarity. Then we're going to take this, we're going to flip to the clean and dry waffle weave style for that final kind of streak-free buff off. And again, tons of gliding. This tool is amazing. If you haven't tested it yet, Stoner also has one, the Clean and Reach tool, which works very, very well. But yeah, Ian at Autofiber, you guys can check out my SEMA recap videos as well. We spoke about this with him at his booth while I was at the SEMA show. And there we go. So in just a few seconds, we have a crystal clear glass. Once I'm done the other side, again, I'm going to bring you in for a close-up. Okay, we are now on the other side for the Nitido. I have another fresh, clean and dry pad. So we're going to remove this first one and then use the second one here. Very easy to put on. All right. Then we have the Nitido by Labocosmetica. So let's prime the surface of the microfiber applicator and then go to town on this one as well. So this one too glides, maybe a little less gliding on the interior compared to the Stoner collaboration, but we're nitpicking here. So the Stoner collab with the Detail Co. Let me set that in more firmly here. All right. So yeah, a bit less gliding, although again, we are nitpicking, but this is working to clean super well. And it's even taking care of that film too, even on this one. Okay, there we go. So when you start applying it and getting it wet on that surface, that's when you get that gliding motion. So now we can flip this microfiber to the other side, which is the waffle weave side for that final buff off or that streak free kind of finish. There we go. So this one evaporated a bit more quickly, so I'm having to struggle just slightly ever so more. But once you get the twist, there we go. That gives you a very nice finish. I could just reload with more product, get into the nooks and crannies here, and there we go. So I'm looking at the final results. Let me bring you in for a close-up. All right, for the final inspection. So again, I think you can tell, look at this crystal clear glass. On this side, we had Labocosmetica Nitido, And on this half, we had the Detail Co. and Stoner Collab glass cleaner. So let's have a look at that. I'm going to bring you inside as well. Let's have a close up here. We can see right through it. Crystal clear glass. So let's go inside and have a look. Look at this. If I'm here, you can't even tell that I'm inside a vehicle right now. Look how we can see through. So on this portion here, Labocosmetica Nitido. On this portion here, Detail Co.'s collaboration with Stoner for their glass cleaner. Look at that. There's nothing left. Just a crystal clear result. And it did remove the entire portion of that road film. Yeah, look at that. What do you guys think? Even if I come in as close as possible, I'm touching the glass now, and look at that. Other than the specks outside, that's from all the road dirt over the years that create the pitting in the windshield. But as far as dirt is concerned, I mean, again, let me close up, touching the glass here. Look at that. Ain't that beautiful? So what did you guys think of the glass cleaner's performance? Drop comments, by the way, in the comment section. If you have tested any of these, let me know which one's your favorite and perhaps why, so other viewers can read your real world feedback. Of course, it always depends on conditions, your use, what you prefer, your budget, your personal preference. Sometimes it's very subjective, the scent of the product, so on and so forth. But all four of these do a great job. So the Detail Co. glass cleaner, again, this is a collaboration with Stoner Car Care. So a fantastic collab at that. $9.99 USD at the moment of this recording, and you're getting 19 ounces, so tremendous value. It has foaming capabilities. It has the alcohol, but it also has solvents and surfactants in there. So this is more of your heavy hitter sledgehammer type cleaner, right? Like the Bilt Hamber Traceless. So you don't necessarily need this every time, but it's good to have in your arsenal. If again, you have those permanent marker marks, if you have that chalk residue, if people use that, if you have any sort of contamination on top, some light water spotting issues as well. Of course, if they're etched into the glass, you're going to need to polish your glass. But this does a lot of that. It clings onto the surface nicely. You can use this in direct sunlight with no issue. It will not streak on the glass. Of course, if you can work on a clean surface in the shade, regardless of what you do in detailing, that's always the best case scenario. But note that if you're a mobile detailer, of course, those two guys are professional detailers and they know, Jamie and Eddie, that they wanted to build something as well for professionals. So this works quite well. Then we had Nitido. At the moment of this recording, it's I think $17.95 USD. Again, I'll leave links in the description for all these products, but between 17 and 19 bucks for 500 milliliters of product. So you're not getting as much value as the Detail Co, but what you are getting is different technology in there. So it still worked very well to clean the glass. Both of these have great lubrication, maybe a little more in my test, but we're nitpicking for the Detail Co, but still great lubrication for the Nitido. This one here has anti-dusting properties inside there, so a bit of anti-static in there, and also dual nature for that temperature control. So in colder temps, you can use this. It's going to flash off quicker to make your life easier. In warmer conditions or in warmer climates or in a warmer surface, this here will flash off more slowly to give you more working time. So it kind of that dual nature, right? You can use this in direct sunlight, no problem. Both are safe on tinted film on the inside of the glass, because if you have tinted film, you don't want anything with ammonia. None of these contain any ammonia. More of a gel type. So this too, very good clinging, long working times, fantastic, just a bit more pricey, at least in North America, because we have to import these, right? So the Detail Co's is made in the USA. And of course, the classics are still good. So these are not superseded by anything. We're just adding to the arsenal, depending again on your preference. But the invisible glass, I mean, bang for buck, for value, this is still the leader in the industry. You can get this $5 to $6 most often, sometimes on special, or you can get these in value packs in more than one. I like the aerosol version. They have this trigger sprayer, but I always prefer the aerosol form. Tint safe. It just works well. Might not be as powerful or not as a sledgehammer, so I wouldn't clean the film inside with just this. I would start with dishwashing liquid if you were to do that first. Clean the glass with a microfiber towel, dip that into warm dishwashing liquid, then buff off the residue, then clean your glass with this as a finisher, and it works well. But for your regular maintenances, this is very good to have, because again, tremendous value for money and a staple in the industry. And a newcomer in the past year or so, I have a full review on this on my channel, but still probably the best or as good Detail Co, and Traceless are probably my two favorite at this point, but the Nitido too is doing a great job. You can't go wrong. But the Traceless by Bilt Hamber, crazy technology. This is probably the strongest one of the bunch. It has that super wetting technology. Again, you spray it on, it doesn't run off, so it stays where you sprayed it. That's the super wetting agents that's on there. Gives you long working time and is just a beast of a glass cleaner, and a lot of people like it. A bit more expensive in North America. However, you are getting 1 liter of substance or of product in there, so keep that in mind. So again, you can't go wrong. Personal preference, I have all of these in my arsenal. I reach either one depending on what I need. If I want something that's a sledgehammer, Bilt Hamber, or the Detail Go, or perhaps even Nitido, just for regular maintenance and visible glass of its value, it's pretty good. So again, I'll leave that choice up to you guys. What do you think you prefer? Drop comments. Is there one that really stands out in there? But I think these are 4 definitely top tier glass cleaners in the industry. We're pushing the envelope at this point. And I was happy to report that even the Detail Co and the Nitido, they said they were not damaging glass sealants or glass coatings. And as you saw, the glass coating was left intact. And all we have here is this beautiful crystal clear windshield. So yeah, again, I'll leave the links to all this stuff in the description under the video. And the Autofiber Reacher tool, fantastic tool, great microfiber technology. Ian at Autofiber, I salute you. Great work, tremendous job. And all these guys, these newcomers, sometimes in the industry like Detail Co or established brands like Labocosmetica, they prove that they can constantly do new stuff, but also new arrivers or newcomers, when they do their job, they do their R&D, and they have the proper chemistry, they work super well as well. So all 4 of these guys, Bilt Hamber Traceless, Stoner Invisible Glass, Labocosmetica Nitido, or Detail Co Glass Cleaner. You can have those in your arsenal and you're going to be guaranteed with great results. In the meantime, don't forget, keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you all on the next one.